Welcome back to Total Extreme Wrestling. I'm running Raw for the first week of June in 2001, heading towards the Invasion era has already started, but heading towards what will be Invasion in July, after King of the Ring in June. But let's run the first show of June on let's see how things go. In an abysmal pre-show match, Rob Conway defeated Swole by pinfall with an iron fist. This got a 14. In an abysmal pre-show match, Rico defeated Matt Sydal by pinfall with the Rico driver. This also got a 16. In an abysmal pre-show match, Leviathan defeated Barry Darso, aka Smash from Demolition, aka the Repo Man, by pinfall with the sit-out powerbomb. This got a 31. Bruce Pritchard did good work at ringside. Leviathan and Bruce Pritchard have great chemistry. Barry Darso was upset that I wanted him to lose. It's like you're one night higher. Of course I'm going to have you lose. In a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Lita defeated Terry by pinfall. There was a lack of psychology, so the match tended to drift a little. Terry and Saturn are an awkward pairing. They have no chemistry whatsoever, but Saturn did good work at ringside, and this got a 51. This was also the number one contenders match to see who will face China at King of the Ring. So for the or maybe I'll have her defend the title on TV. But anyway, Lita is again the number one contender. A video plays hyping Lance Storm taking on Taz. This got a 49. But first, I forgot to do something, but it's too late now. Christian is in the ring, and he calls out Diamond Dallas Page to face him. As soon as DDP appears, he gets jumped by Edge, who was lying in wait, and they leave DDP down and out from an ambush. Payback for DDP attacking Christian on SmackDown, and this got a 46. Christian worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise. In a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Taz defeated Lance Storm by pinfall with the T-bone suplex, and this got a 62. A video is shown to promote Canyon. This got a 51. In a bout that had decent reactions from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Canyon defeated Bradshaw by submission. Canyon successfully defends the hardcore title, and this got a 53. So Jonathan Coachman is interviewing Chris Jericho. Wow, just a 49? Did Coach drag it down that much? Coach goes, Chris, you made your return to SmackDown, but it was ruined when Buff Bagwell tried to get the attention on him. What are your thoughts? And Chris Jericho goes, I'll admit that Buff Bagwell caught me by surprise. I didn't even know he was still here. But the dumbest move he could ever make was interrupting me. But that's exactly what you did, and you don't have to worry about giving me a title shot after you win the title at SummerSlam, because you're not even going to advance to the second round of the tournament. And this guy, 49, Coach and Jericho both enjoyed the freedom to improvise. In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Bubba Ray Dudley defeated Matt Hardy by pinfall with the powerbomb. This got a 49. So Bubba Ray Dudley will be facing Booker T for the United States Championship the next week. And Booker T coming to do color commentary was further in the card because at the last minute I rearranged it and I think I forgot that one. But anyway, Steven Richards is standing backstage with Ivory standing behind him. And Steven Richards goes, Hello, Trish. We heard your challenge, and we agree that this has gone on long enough. So you want one more match, and if you win, the right to censor will leave you alone to the ways you choose, whether they be acceptable for evening television or not. The right to censor agrees to your terms on one condition. If we defeat you and your mystery partner, then you and your mystery partner must join right to censor immediately following the match. See you soon, Trish. And this got a 37. So Booker T was supposed to come down for commentary. That was supposed to be for Matt Hardy and Bubba Ray. Um, but anyway, the segment Out of Place got a 57. In about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Jeff Hardy defeated Dudley by submission with the Texas Cloverleaf. This was part of King of the Ring. This got a 58. Jeff Hardy and Lita have great chemistry. So we see a segment of Vince McMahon in his office when he is a knock on the door. He goes, "Come in." The door opens and Kurt Angle walks in. Kurt Angle goes, "You wanted to see me?" And Vince goes, "Yes, please come in and sit down." So Kurt walks over to the couch and sits down. And Vince goes, "Kurt, I'm going to cut to the chase. I know my son is trying to convince you to join him and his rebels in WCW. I know you and my son were closely aligned last year, but that doesn't mean you should join him in WCW. Kurt, you had one of the best first years that anyone had in this company, going from debut to WWF champion in 11 months. You're in the middle of building a legendary legacy here, and you really think jumping to WCW would be the best move? Wait, what happens when Time Warner contracts run out? What will happen when Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Ric Flair's contracts come up and are considering to sign with WCW? Do you think you won't be pushed to the side so these guys can continue running roughshod like they did back there the first time? And Kurt goes, "Well, you definitely gave me a lot to think about. I'm going to be giving my answer to Shane on SmackDown." And Vince goes, "Well, if you're giving your answer to Shane, how about we do this in the ring on SmackDown? That way, there's no doubt in anybody's mind what you choose." And Kurt goes, "I'll see you and Shane in the ring on SmackDown." So, and this got a 65. Yeah, and basically we're gonna see is Kurt Angle gonna join WCW like Shane offered Kurt. In about that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Chris Benoit defeated Perry Saturn by pinfall with a diving headbutt. This got a 73. Then The Undertaker's backstage, the two-man power trip, jumping backstage, leaving him down and out. Austin was fantastic. Triple H was good. Triple H and Stephanie have great chemistry. Um, the crowd didn't find this interesting, and Steve Austin's getting better as gimmick. So, what was the final grade for the show? 60. Yeah, we're losing popularity, but like I said, I just don't have the main eventers at the level I need to have five storylines at 70 heat. So that's going to continue hurting until they lower the requirement. But I will read the emails. Oh, and go over what backstage incidents happened beforehand. I always forget to bring that up at first time. But this was a kind of last minute recording. Also, I'm going to be uploading this sometime Tuesday. I'm recording this Monday night into Tuesday morning. I was thinking, maybe I'll record it Tuesday, but at the last minute, I was like, no, I got time to record it now. So, anyway, Steve Austin was fined for antagonizing Buff Bagwell into a fight. Steve Austin and Buff Bagwell were both happy with Austin getting fined for it. Brock Lesnar was fined for beating up Jim Cornette. Brock Lesnar was unhappy, and Jim Cornette thought the decision was soft. Triple H was given a warning for showing up late, which made him more angry. So, Devon Dudley's been eliminated from the tournament. So, yeah, Triple H and Jeff Hardy will be a second round match. Brock Lesnar and Bradshaw is going to meet in the first round. The winner of that match beats Kurt Angle. We still got Farouk and Reno, Buff Bagwell and Lash LaRue, Jerry Lynn and David Flair, which will be happening on Heat. And whoever wins between Jerry Lynn and David Flair will be facing Yang in the second round. So that's where the King of the Ring stands. Let's go to emails. Time to heal. Bubba Ray Dudley is feeling the effects of a grueling schedule. So I might just give the Dudleys time off since I don't have anything for them right now. TSN in Canada was unhappy. Raw got a 1.96 TV rating. Drug test fees. And Chris Benoit says, Ivory is too small. You should release her and find someone better. No. So yeah, this was Monday Night Raw. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna try to record Heat Thursday after work, um, provided that I'm not too exhausted after work. Um, so yeah, if things go planned, Sunday Night Heat will be up sometime Thursday. Um, until next time, though. Good night, everyone.